everyone, I'm Ananya and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about 5 ways that you can build up your self-confidence. Self-confidence is something lots of students have asked me about. I get DMs on this every day on my Instagram as well. That's why I decided to make this video for you. When you're going to study abroad as an Indian international student, your confidence when you reach a new country is not going to be very high. And that's why a lot of Indian students face this particular problem when they go to study abroad. You will be placed in a lot of uncomfortable situations that you're not familiar with, and that brings your confidence level down. So why is building your confidence actually important? Number one, it increases your self-worth. When you know your abilities and you know your strengths, your sense of self-worth improves. You are much more happier in your life when you know that you're capable of doing something and you have the confidence to do those things. You are much more happier in life. You tend to enjoy the things around you. You will enjoy your experiences on campus a lot more when you are a confident person. When you're confident, you feel less worried about what people think. You're much more in control, you're much more secure in who you are as a person. Building up your self-confidence will give you the ability to make friends much faster and network in a very positive, happy way when you go to study abroad. If you have confidence, it actually lessens your fear and anxiety. Having self-confidence gives you peace of mind. When you know your strengths, you know your abilities, you're confident and capable, and you know that you will be able to handle particular situations, your fear and anxiety about trying new things, trying new places, trying new classes, making new friends is going to go down. And that's why building up your self-confidence is really good for you when you go to study abroad. You have much less of self-doubt. And this is one of the most important benefits of being confident, is you having less self-doubts. Self-doubt is you doubting yourself on every situation, in every problem, and constantly telling yourself not to do something new, not to try something new, not to make new friends on campus. All of the nots that you tell yourself in your head are because you're doubting yourself, are because you are fearful of what the situation is going to be. If you are more confident in yourself, you will not fear these situations. You will know that these are my strengths, these are my capabilities, I am the person that I am today, and I have the confidence to go ahead and do the things that I really want to do. The best part about having self-confidence is that it motivates you. It motivates you in your life. It motivates you to try different things. It motivates you to make friends. It motivates you to achieve your goals, to achieve the success, to work towards the goals that you want to do. So having self-confidence in all different aspects of your life is actually very helpful to you as a person. So self-confidence is not something that you're born with. You can actually develop these skills. And in this video, I'm going to talk about 5 ways for you to build your self-confidence. So let's get started. The number one thing to do to build your self-confidence is not to compare yourself to anyone else. It doesn't happen that one day you're not confident and the next day you are. That is not how confidence or any other life skill develops. You need to practice confidence every day, and one of the most important ways to do this is by not comparing yourself to anyone else. Now this is easier said than done, because as soon as you go to a new country, you are one of thousands of very smart, very educated and very bright students. All of them are achievers and successful students who made it to the same university as you. So they are very pushy people as well, and everybody is vying for the same opportunities, for the same courses, the same time with the professors. So you end up feeling that you want to compare yourself to other students. But please don't do this. Even if it's other Indian students, even if it's someone you like or look up to, do not compare yourself to them. Your story and your experiences are unique. Who you are as a person is very different from who that other person is, which is why both of you actually got admitted to the same university. You both contribute different things to the class, to the campus, to the school in general. So don't compare yourself to others. If you catch yourself doing this, definitely stop yourself from comparing your strengths, your abilities, your confidence levels, your friend making skills, anything on any level. Even in terms of finances or money, do not compare yourself to anyone else. The minute you start doing that, you're bringing yourself down. You will feel worse about yourself instead of feeling better. So don't compare yourself unless it is very healthy, very subtly. You know that okay, there's a student in class that you like and you really look up to, and you may want to achieve their similar grades. That's a healthy way to look at it. It's okay to be competitive, but don't compare yourself as a person or as an individual to other students on campus. Second point, which is the most important point in terms of building your confidence, is your mindset. You need to work every single day on building your mindset. Now, our thoughts and our inner critic always tells us negative things. It always tells us what is wrong with a particular situation. That's what our brain sends the signal first. This situation is wrong. This situation is fearful. This is not something you should get into. It's negative first. So what do you have to do? You have to build this habit up consciously. Consciously stop when you're thinking negative. Sit down and write down 5 pros or positive things about the same situation. This forces your brain to think in a different direction. It forces your brain to think positively when it is used to thinking negatively about the same situation. If you're in a class where you may have failed an exam or you've not made good friends in the beginning and your brain is telling you don't do this, everybody in this country is really bad, you shouldn't make friends ever. That's your first thought. Challenge your thoughts. Challenge your own thoughts and your own mindset. You have the power to do this. You can actually sit down every day and say, why should I not make friends? Who are the good people on campus that you can make friends with? How do you study for the same class in a different way? If you change the way you think, you can change the way you act. So behave accordingly. Change your thought process. Change the words you use to tell yourself or talk yourself out of particular situations. Think about it positively. Think about it in a good way, in a happy way. Frame it happily in your own mind. For example, if you're fearful of giving presentations in front of a class, which honestly, trust me, all of us are. All of us are nervous before giving presentations in front of anybody. But when you put yourself out there, when you know, okay, tomorrow I have this big presentation to give, and you keep telling yourself, I won't be able to do it, I won't be able to do it, this is a negative thing, people are going to laugh at me, people are going to judge me. What do you think is actually going to happen? People will laugh at you and judge you because you won't be able to perform the next day. But if you actually frame the same situation in your mind positively, your mind and your body will react as well. Tell yourself, this is going to be a great presentation, it's going to be a fantastic day, I'm going to prepare myself, I'm going to be the best. Even if you aren't the best of the best, you will still perform 10 times better than when you're telling yourself negative things. So do this every day, practice it, practice your confidence. Write down what you're thinking negatively and how you can shift that to think positively. So point number 2 is actually working on your mindset. The third way to build your self-confidence is knowing that you are unique. Now, I know you've heard this everywhere. Everybody keeps talking about uniqueness and how you're unique. And I know a lot of times you won't feel this. You don't feel unique because you're comparing yourself to everyone else. There are 100 other students in the same class, on the same campus, doing the same thing. So feeling unique and knowing that you are actually an individual person is quite difficult to do. That is why we have this video, and that is why we practice it every day. And when I say every day, I know that you have a tough schedule to manage. So it doesn't mean that you have to sit and do 5 hours of work on your confidence every day. It just means having those little habits or those 5 to 10 minutes in a day where you tell yourself that you are unique. How do you do this? You tell yourself you're unique by writing down your strengths. You do need to know what your strengths are. You need to know what your strengths are as well as what your limitations are. If you don't know yourself, then you will not be able to showcase your best self out there. You need to know what strengths you have, what skills you possess. So write them down. Write down what strengths you believe you have, and you have a lot of them. Your story, the way you reached university, is unique. Your story in itself is a unique thing that is only for you, that no one else has. The strengths you have, the family background you have, the support system you have, the skills you have, the qualifications you have, the personality that you build for yourself is solely unique. So the way for you to build your confidence up is keep reminding yourself that you are unique, that you have all of these strengths with you. No one can take these things away from you. They are right here in your soul, in your mind. So the easiest little hack for you to do this is write down your strengths on your phone in a notepad, somewhere you can access very quickly, and read that maybe on the way to class, maybe when you're commuting somewhere, or just sitting down for lunch by yourself. Just read the strengths that you have every day. Remind yourself, hey, this is me. This is why I'm unique. This is what makes me me. And that is going to really help you and make you happier every day. If you remind yourself that you are unique and you have all these cool skills and strengths, it's going to make your mind think that yes, I have the ability, I have the capability, I have these skills, and you automatically feel more confident in what you do next. The fourth way that you can build your self-confidence is by being competent in your own field. What does that mean? Competence means having the knowledge, having the expertise, having the skills. Now, when you build your knowledge, when you know more about the topic, when you know more about your course, when you know more about how to make friends or how to network or how to do a presentation well, when you do your research and you know the subject matter, whatever you are doing in life, in your course or otherwise, you will feel more confident. So do your research, get to know your subject matter, get to know the particular topic you're afraid of or fearful of. On campus, there are many different situations where you will not know what to ask or how to prepare for them. You might want to ask a lot of questions to your professor and will not know how to because you're really scared to ask in class. You may have to give a presentation on Sunday and you may not know how to do that. You may not know how to make a new friend or how to network. These are little examples. But how do you build that competence in a particular field or a particular subject? If you want to ask your professor the question, write down the questions that you want to ask. Don't wing it. Don't just do it then and there, because that time when you're in class surrounded by 50 to 60 students, you are not going to raise your hand. Your brain is going to tell you, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Why? Because your brain is fearing the outcome. It fears you're going to be judged. It doesn't want to feel judged. It doesn't want to be laughed at. It doesn't want to feel in an inferior position. You'll always convince yourself not to do something you're scared of. That is obvious. So how do you prepare yourself? You can prepare yourself by actually knowing that these are the questions I want to ask. And then you'll build your confidence to ask those questions in class. So build your competence up so that you can feel more confident. So build your knowledge, build your skill set, build your expertise, do the research, understand exactly what you need to do to get over that situation so that your brain is more prepared. So when you're more prepared, you're more confident. When your brain assimilates all the information and it knows a lot more about an unfamiliar subject or an unfamiliar country, you will feel more confident when you actually do the activity or take that class. So understand the subject, gain your knowledge, gain your skills, and then you will automatically feel more confident. The fifth way for you to build your self-confidence is to be your own cheerleader. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean, talk yourself up. Be your own best friend. Why do you always criticize yourself? Stop criticizing, stop putting yourself down. Especially for students, when you're in class, when you're doing things that you don't know, when you're in unfamiliar territory, when you're failing in your classes, when you don't know how to make friends, when you're on campus trying to balance so many different things and you don't have the time, the first thing that we end up doing is telling ourselves we're not good enough. We keep telling ourselves we can't do it. You're not good enough. You shouldn't be doing this. I'm so dumb. I'm so stupid. Maybe this is not my thing to do. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe this is not meant for me. These are doubts that keep coming into our head. But you need to consciously stop this. This is a habit that you can build up. This is the fifth way for you to build your confidence. Stop these thoughts. Be your own cheerleader. Be the person who's the most positive to yourself. Talk to yourself like your own best friend, your own parent, your own inner circle will talk to you. Which means what? Which means you encourage yourself, which means you support yourself, and you tell yourself, you know what, I can actually do this. I am good enough. I can do this. And there are small ways that you can build this up every single day. Keep talking to yourself in every situation in a way that you are your own cheerleader and your own best friend. So pump yourself up, motivate yourself, push yourself to do things, but also on the other side, be your friend. So console yourself, love yourself, and take care of your own self. You are the only one who's going to support you and take care of your own self. Yes, you have a support system. Yes, everybody is there. There are so many resources. But ultimately, confidence is inside of you. Nothing external is ever going to be able to build your confidence up when you yourself don't believe, or you yourself aren't confident in your own self. If you're not confident in your own self and you don't believe in your own self, why should anyone else believe you? You will not be able to be convincing enough, and that's why a lot of students end up failing or feeling bad and doing the wrong thing, because you don't believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you will not present well. If you don't believe that you can crack that interview, you will not crack that interview. If you don't believe that you have a great video to put out, you will not put out a great video. If you don't believe that you can pass that exam, you will not pass that exam. And believing in yourself doesn't mean you're going to get an A on the class. It just means that you have enough belief. And how do you believe in yourself? You believe in yourself by doing the previous 4 steps. You know your strengths. You don't compare yourself to anyone else. You challenge your negative thoughts, and you build your competence. You know the subject matter. All of this leads to your belief in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, you're much more confident in your own self. So when you have self-confidence, you have the ability to take action and stay motivated towards your goals, which are going to make you a very successful student on campus and set you up for success in life as well. I'm a student life coach, and I help you build a roadmap for college success. If you're an Indian student studying abroad and you want to work on your self-confidence one-on-one with me, then definitely check out more details on my website www.ananyamadhavan.com, where I have created a specific program just for you. I work with you one-on-one so that we build a customized roadmap just for you. We'll work on your self-confidence, building your self-worth, reducing your anxiety and stress, and keeping you motivated so that you can build up your confidence and build up a successful life and career for yourself. Because remember, confidence is a skill that you build up and you can take with you wherever you go. Once you have self-confidence, you can do a lot of more things and avail of all the opportunities that life has to offer. So if you want more details, definitely look at my website www.ananyamadhavan.com for the new self-confidence module. You can also follow me on Instagram at ananya.madhavan. If you're going to study abroad in 2021, I have a free college checklist. The link is in the description box below, so definitely get your free checklist today. If you like this video, please leave your comments and questions in the comment box below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more videos on studying abroad. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.